This is grade 7, module 14, lesson 3. Our I can statement is I can use proportional reasoning or percent expressions to make a prediction based on experimental probability. So here we have a restaurant mails coupons to people in a town. The restaurant estimates that 15% of the coupons they mail will be redeemed. Will be redeemed. The restaurant mailed 4,500 coupons. Use proportional reasoning to estimate the number of coupons that will be redeemed. So we have an estimate of 15% of them will be used. So we need to figure out what 15% of 4,500 is. Now we first need to change that to to a decimal, which is what they do here. And then in math world, that means multiply. So of 4,500 will give us 675 coupons being redeemed. The other way we can do this is with our example here of a club selling raffle tickets. The club estimates that 4% of the tickets sold will be winning tickets. So the club sells 2,750 tickets. Use proportional reasoning to estimate the number of winning tickets. So we have 4 out of 100 equals X over that 2,750. So this is our total on the bottom, and then our winners on the top. So this is our 4%. We did 4% change to a fraction, which would be 4 over 100. So we want 4% equaling what over that 2,750. So to get there, we're going to say 100 times what will get you 2,750. We'll multiply by 27.5. So that's kind of, a decimal's kind of funky there. So you could also do a cross product, 100 times x. So cross product, 100 times x equals your 4 times 2,750. Multiply that out and then divide both sides by 100. You could also do that as well if you weren't able to kind of connect those dots. But 4 times our 27.5 will get us 110 over that 2,750, which that means that's your x value. And that means that there will be 110 out of that total 2,750, 110 winning tickets. All right, we have a basketball player that makes 80% of the free throws she attempts. So if she attempts a total of 225 free throws in practice, how many would you expect her to make? So we need to have 80% of 225. So changing our 80% to a decimal, we're going to go 2 to the left, just like we went 2 to the right to make it a decimal. We're going to go 2 to the left to make it back to a decimal. So we're going to have 0.8 times, because of means multiply, 0.8 times 225. Pause your video. Do that on the side of your paper. Be very careful of that decimal. Don't forget it. It'll make a big difference in your answer. Hit play when you're good to go. For our free throws, we should expect her to make 180 free throws successfully. All right, we have a candidate for student council that estimates she will receive 55% of the votes in an upcoming election. There's a total amount of 680 students voting in the election. How many votes does she expect to receive? So here we have 55% of 680. Change that to a decimal. Actually, why don't you try that one on your own? Pause your video, change it to a decimal, multiply it out. Don't forget your decimal again. What do you get as an answer? Pause the video. When you're good to go, hit play. Here we're going to have 0.55, 55 hundredths, times 680. And for this student, this candidate, she should expect to get 374 votes from this election. So with this, don't forget your decimal. You're going to multiply that total amount. You can also use your cross product. So either one of these works, whichever one makes more sense for you. But having that percent of your total, you're just going to be multiplying. Don't forget to change your percent to a decimal.